In this video, we'll be discussing Standard 8 from the domain Curriculum, Teaching, and Learning, or CTL 8. CTL 8 states, program implements a performance-based assessment, or PBA system, and uses child assessment data to improve practice. What's the intent? Using a performance-based assessment tool like Teaching Strategies Gold, HighScope Core, or another of your choosing is beneficial for early childhood programs because it provides a research-based, systemic way to observe, document, and support each child's development across all learning domains. By adopting a PBA system, programs can systemically evaluate children's abilities and progress in a practical context, providing valuable insights into their development. The data collected from these assessments should be used to tailor individual instruction, modify classroom practices, and inform professional development plans. How many points are possible? This standard is worth up to 4 points, 1 point for proof of purchase or acquisition of PBA, and 3 points for proof of how PBA data is used to improve program practice. What is the recommended evidence? Examples of evidence of your purchase or acquisition may include documentation that PBA system has been acquired, such as receipts, a screenshot of you logged into your PBA account, a welcome letter or email from the PBA thanking you for your purchase, or photos of you with your PBA in hand. Examples of evidence of using PBA data to improve program practice may include a narrative describing implementation, including how it's used to tailor instruction, lesson plans that reflect modifications made based on PBA data reflected in staff professional development plans, narrative description of how and when leadership share PBA data and how classroom instruction is modified. Evidence could also include child assessment data that's sent to families twice during the school year, and parent conferences occurring twice during the school year. These can be offered virtually or in person to review child assessment data. Evidence of this may include conference sign-in sheets. For these two last pieces of evidence, this would be proven through an on-site review, which consists of a random sample of 25% per age group or classroom of data sent to families or shared at conferences twice per year. Please note that not all of these evidence examples are needed, but are simply suggestions on how to show that you have a PBA and are using it to improve your program. Here are some tips. Should you choose to pursue this standard, consider what performance-based assessment works best for your program and your chosen curriculum. Some PBAs to consider include, but are not limited to, Teaching Strategies Gold, HighScope Core Advantage, Working Sampling Systems, or the OutScale. Please make sure your PBA of choice is research-based and aligned to New Jersey state standards and measures the age groups your program serves. In your narrative, describe the reasoning behind your choices, how you began implementing your PBA, and what's changed as a result. To prepare, consider keeping a journal to keep track of your observations, reflections, and progress. Include examples of moments when you learned something about a child or a classroom that influenced your teaching decisions. For example, if a child is struggling to delay gratification, a skill typically emerging at their age, reflect on how this insight can shape your instruction. You might introduce mindfulness or emotion regulation strategies, or read a story about a character learning to wait. If you already have a lesson planned, such as one about building neighborhood structures, think about how you can embed opportunities for the child to practice delaying gratification using the strategies you've modeled. In your description, explain what you've observed, what you've changed, and why, so readers can understand your thought process and actions. If you notice that some children are struggling with the skill identified in the PBA and you're unsure of how to support them, consider how you can build your own capacity. You might seek guidance from your TIS or CEFI, explore related trainings on NJCCIS, or work with a mentor who can coach you through developing the skill. Your PD plan should reflect this learning process and partnership. Now, your QIP. When writing up this QIP, consider the following. What PBA system will you be implementing that aligns with your program's curriculum? How will you obtain your PBA? Who will be responsible for getting all staff situated with their physical or digital tools? When will your staff be trained in it to ensure maximum effectiveness? Will you have regular meetings that discuss the implementation of this new tool? When and how will you establish a protocol for aligning professional development goals with the needs of students identified through the PBA? How will you share PBA data with families? Will you send data home regularly, provide family teacher conferences, or provide strategies families can use to support development at home? Who will be responsible for this communication and tracking that has happened? Consider your timeline for the standard. Implementation of a PBA is a long-term change. Where will your program be in 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year? If you choose to do the standard, how will you ensure that it becomes embedded in your program's culture? For further guidance on the standard and your specific program's needs, please speak to your technical assistance specialist.